Hello, traders. It's Steve from the Stock Index Trading Room, and I hope this finds you well and safe. In this video presentation, I'm going to share with you a couple of new market entry methods or signals that we have generated in the past few weeks, and our members are having a blast with. If some of you are aware, if you've tried to visit our website or other our indicator home, our web hosting company is experiencing global outages and affecting thousands of websites, and ours is included in that. And we are working diligently. Actually, Rob Mitchell, World Cup trading champion, is working diligently with these folks to try to get our content back. In the meantime, the only way to contact us is with email, and I'll have that on a chart in a minute. But we have not been resting just because we have that issue. In fact, if anything, we have doubled up our efforts to take care of our members. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you a price action alone, single price action signal that is the new room favorite. And then we're going to talk about a concept about trading reversals or market turns with momentum. Normally, we think the market will reset valuation and the innovators will be in fighting each other, and then it'll start to move. The early adapters will come in and will create the momentum. We're going to show you a method that we have developed for our members that enable those that are interested in trading market turns, actual reverses with momentum. That's a very, very powerful way to enter the market. For those that are interested in trading that way, I'm going to make this legal. If you've never read this, please pause the video, read it, and then come back when you're finished. Thank you. The real secret of recording price, when you're building a trading system, the first and most important necessary step is with price bar selection. The information that gets fed into the indicators and other components of the system is the most important factor for our success in trading. The correct bar type plus the input of vital winning information is not the main thing, it's the only thing. Smart Super Renko bars that we use in the stock index trading room were developed and now refined with years of research, testing, and trading, and they enable us to see order flow patterns or shapes that repeat over and over each day. Because the Smart Super Renkos are designed to read pure order flow on an advanced level, the price action they represent is superior to other bars that do not have this winning capability built into their structure, such as time or tick, range or momentum bars. They print because of some arbitrary unknown it's time to print. Smart Super Renkos are designed to read order flow, and more importantly, the hooking and trapping nature of price action, local price action that goes on in every market continuously every day. So our job becomes very simple, very doable. We find winning patterns, and then we just simply use this for superior market entries. So at this point, we always ask the people that are looking at this, ask yourself this: are the price bars you're using to trade reading noise, or ambiguous or arbitrary? They print one because it's time to print one, or do you really have meaningful information inside that? What I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you a new signal that's generated on price action alone, Smart Renko, Super Smart Renko bars. And, you know, you look at this chart and you go, wow, that's totally untradeable, and that's what I would think. But I'm going to show you a signal that my 4-year-old granddaughter, Miss Lily, brought to my attention. and it's pretty cool. One of the neat benefits of being a successful trader is that you have time to do the things that you want to do. One of the things I want to do is I want to spend time with my granddaughter. So she's over a lot. And after I go on break in the room, and we have a blast. So anyway, she was looking at my chart, not this chart. I'll show you in a minute on a rim chart, but I want to just emphasize the power of our cross bars. So she said, "Granddad, look at that popsicle," and I thought she was looking at the chart. We do have popsicles, both fruit flavor and chocolate for her. I said, "What are you talking about?" And she said, "Look at that popsicle right there. And look at that popsicle right there." And she said, "Look at that popsicle." And then she says, "Look at that popsicle." And I said, "Well, that's pretty cool. Lily, can you find some more?" And she says, "Sure. They're everywhere." And I thought, well, they are. So here's what's happening within the Smart Super Rincos. Now, I don't have the needle bar. If I had our needle bars down here, I could show you on that. But basically, here's what's happening. The market hooks and traps all the time, everywhere, hooking and trapping, hooking and trapping. Now, if you take the noise out of the bars, you don't see this. You don't see this action. But what's happening here is the sellers are trying to protect something in this area. Sell, 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 sell. Fails, boom. And you can see how fast it goes. Sell, 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 boom. Pow, pow, pow. Buy, 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 fail, pow. And so this hooking and trapping action happens all day, every day in the market. So what we've done is this, we've refined this some. The most powerful popsicle signal on the chart is when it engulfs a prior continuation bar that has no wick. Now, you don't need to refine it just to that, but that's where we started our study. And basically what we look for, and now this is live printing as the market is processing this. And you can see this takes a couple of minutes in here. So this is, certainly we have time to take action. But this 7 ticks, this is red. It looks like it's going to reverse from this pivot right here. The sellers are trying to protect that. Sell, 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 trap, 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 hook. It fails. What do these people do? They get out. They'll try again. They're smart enough to get out if they're on the wrong side. Buy, 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 buy. It doesn't work. Get out. Okay. So this is local price action that, as you can tell in this 5 or 10 minutes, happens all day, every day, over and over and over. And the popsicle signal is generated by the natural hooking and trapping patterns that go in the market. So this is just a simple pattern that we're trading, that we're watching it form. We alert members, hey, we've got a potential popsicle. If this, prints down, it prints down, and bam, and away it goes. We often get these volume gaps where it will be, they're just trying to hold a point. The buyers are trying to hold a point and they lose. So what they do, they get out. So what does the market do? Wham, punishes them and away it goes. So we're on the right side of this punishment most of the time. And you can see it's a very, very powerful signal. So that's a signal generated by my 4-year-old granddaughter. And we're honored to share it with you, but it's the nature of the trapping, hooking, and trapping price action that goes on over and over and over and over and over each day. Pardon me for that. Over and over and over each day. And so that's our first signal. Let's see. I have I did a week study of this for you, and I'm going to show some interesting things here. It's 88% to go 1 point. Okay, that in and of itself is fine. This is a week, but not particularly. That doesn't light us up. 88% for a point doesn't light us up. We have trades that are in the low to mid 90s for this, that actually with a 15 tick stop and a 4 tick target, you can actually make some forward movement. But one of the things I'll share with you is that you'll notice for 2 points, it's the same. Win percentage is the same. Well, I don't think I'll trade it for one. I'll show you this. The win percentage at 2 points is 88. The win percentage at 3 points is 88. Don't believe I would trade it for 2, but you know, that's me. Again, this is just a week. These numbers, we have enough data in here to know that they're within a couple of percentage points, right? And we're not representing anything exact. We're not representing this signal will ever work again. It may never work again. It may never fail again. We don't know. We're not representing we know the future. But we've studied and back tested this long enough to know that, yeah, our members are benefiting from it. The idea is this market entry system advantageous to traders? And we think it is. So we can stretch this on out. We can see our win percentage goes down a little, but profit, you know, jumped up again. So this is a signal that typically happens at structure extremes. So when it's resolved, it tends to go, in the South, we would say, a fair piece. So we can look at this so our members don't get carried away. We go from 5 points to 6 points. Whoop, okay. Rob Mitchell, World Cup trading champion Rob Mitchell, has designed all of our indicators and the like. He did a thousands of bar study with some other members, and the ES likes to move in 7-point chunks. So reversal bars, 2 points, and then 5 points. We tend to get into the law of diminishing returns, and it's good to know that if you're trading the ES. So really good for 2, 3, 4 points, 5 points. Really nice market entry system that is quite frankly, you know, it takes new members about, I don't know, 10 minutes maybe to start to see these, because this is live. It's going up, going up, going up. And it looks like it's going to print a green reversal. It looks like this is going to hold. Okay. But then when it starts back down, it's like, hey, okay, what happens if this prints down? Boom. We get a trap. We get a hook and a trap. The folks that put this in are going to get squeezed out. Bammo. And that's what we're doing. That's for as far as price action. So 4-year-old granddaughter Lily Moss said, "Granddad, look at those popsicles." I said, "Where?" And she said, "There and there and there and there." And the thing that I noticed is that they're all pretty good entries. So we developed a winning market entry trade signal based on that. So that's just pure price action. In the super smart Rincos, other bars would not have that capability whatsoever. So let's see. I don't need that one anymore, but I do have more to share here. I've got another idea and a concept that we're sharing. So Trading markets from the edge with momentum. Now, that concept doesn't make sense, right? In my opinion, that concept, Steve, doesn't make sense. Let me get this out of our way. Thanks. Doesn't make sense because, oh yeah, one of the things you'll notice is that, you know, I'm a performance coach, a golf coach, taught golf all around the world at a very high level. I'm not a professional presenter. So if you're looking for somebody that's slick and, you know, can talk you into doing things that you're not sure you want to do, you can go ahead and turn this off now, because we are not, Rob or I, neither one are that person. So, but how do we trade from the edge with momentum? I'm glad you asked. There are only really two ideas that are necessary to become successful as a trader: likely direction of market movement, and then how do we get in? Where do we get in that market? We've all done this. Hey, I think we're going up. And we're right, but we get beat up before it takes off in our direction. I think we've all done that. I've certainly done my share of that in learning how to get on the correct side of this deal. So anyway, entering the market from an edge, from a market turn, gives experienced traders a huge advantage over other traders. Your average win size is going to be exponentially larger. And of course, that's more is better pretty much across the board in trading. Now, in our room, I say we excel. Our members would agree with that, at entering the market for proven levels from our success. So what I'm going to show you now is how, Steve, how can we trade with momentum at the market edge? So what we have done is we have written a code for Bloodhound software, which is brilliant, by the way, in our opinion, that matches smart momentum. Now, one of the things you'll see is that if we turn green, we tend to go up, and red, we tend to go down, and green, we tend to go up, and that's late. Red, we tend to go down, and green, we tend to go up, and oh, we can't trade this. We need a filter in here, and we've got it for you. Don't worry, you know, we don't get signals in this. Our signaling, all of our work in the past, my work in the past 3.5 years, has been to generate a system that doesn't trade chop. And, you know, if we don't have a huge advantage, we don't want a market entry signal. Okay. So, but here's a natural, markets tend to go sort of A, B, C, D, E, F, or 5, you know, Elliott, Elliott Wave experts, and you certainly, there are a lot of people that know a lot more about that than I do, but basically that's, you know, that's the pattern that it tries to follow: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And so what Rob noticed, Rob Mitchell, World Cup trading champion, World Cup trading champion, was that the market, and other people know this, the market likes to test a turn. We come down to a new extreme, we're going up, no, we're going down, no, we're going up. Okay, we want to know who's going to win this battle. We want to be trading with those folks. Okay. So once we coded smart momentum to change the background color when momentum changes, and you can see how efficient it is, we realized we had a huge advantage. So all we're doing with this is trading the natural testing. The market new extreme breaks out. We call this a pivot retag, or testing this low on color. Testing this low on color. Testing this low on color. So we go to a new extreme, we break down, we're on red. We come back and test this reversal bar. Is this a top? Probably. Where do we know it's a top? When it breaks us out. And you could let it break out and start trading. And we've got lots of signals that would get us involved in that. And that's cool. That's a great way to trade. But going to a new extreme and then coming in and testing on color has given us a really, really nice trading advantage in the market. And you can see now, if this is too local for your taste, you know, we have a lot of scalpers in the room, and then we have people that are looking for this. We talk a lot about structure. We are we have progressed, Rob and Mike and some of his master trader friends in market mapping, and we're going to do a webinar with that soon. Be on the lookout. You don't want to miss it. They've been working. Well, Rob's passionate about market mapping from the beginning. One of the reasons he became a World Cup trading champion. But, you know, we've got members that are saying, okay, for this time, we would expect 28 points or whatever the map would say. And in this time frame, we often get 23 to 32 or 3 projection. And so they're wanting to find a turn, and then they're just going to trail the market and let it go and get that whole move. That's awesome. Most traders don't trade that way. And we want you to be comfortable with what you believe in. But the problem with that is often if someone is offering a system or an idea, one idea may not match your belief system. And then one of two things has to happen. You have to change your entire personality and belief structure, which is possible, but takes months and months and months. And most traders aren't willing to do that. Or you have to struggle with that because, well, yeah, I know, but I want to trade continuations. Yes, I know, Steve. I want to trade reversals. Yes, I know, Steve. I want to build a position. I want to stab it here. And as we go down and start down, I want to add. We start down, I want to add. You know, I want to build a position. I want to load a position as we go down. I want to take it off, take some off. You know, that's just inherent to all traders. The issue is the system you're trying to use matched to your belief. And so we have several different options that a trader can say, this fits what I believe in, and away they go. And away they go. So back on track here. I'm producing this for the Labor Day weekend for the United States. So you'll have time to go through if you have that interest. But again, we look, pardon my head cold. We have a new extreme. We have a new extreme here, but we don't pivot test it. We have a new extreme here. We test it. That one's, and I'll show you how we qualify this in just a second. This is just a visual. And here we have, again, we're on color. And away we go. We're on color. A new extreme. Here's one that didn't work. Right? Yeah, they don't all work. They don't all work. And we don't get every turn, right? We don't get every turn. So this was sort of the brainchild of what I'm going to share with you now. And I'm going to do this pretty quickly because if you come to the room, we mark these all the time. And if you don't come to the room, I'm going to try to fill my screen. If you don't come to the room, this doesn't do you any good. So what we have is this testing, we call it pivot retag, this testing of a low, new extreme. It goes up, we get on a green background. It comes back down and heads up again. Well, these people are going to get squeezed out. We've got indications down here. Our order flow is up. This reads, just does a brilliant job at reading order flow. Let me do this. Let me point this out. One of the things you'll notice is that when these are price action needle bars, when we get above our green line, we tend to go up. Okay, we get below the pink line, we tend to go down. And we get in chop. You don't want to trade just that, but you could. But when we get a series of situations, we get a new extreme, we get a test that holds, and we get our needle bar confirmation here. Away we go. This trade was, this look was developed by one of our members, great trader, Rich Raymond. I'll give credit where credit's due. And Rich tested this for us. And his basic trade was, if we close below, let me simplify it. It is trading a close, a long to get long above an EMA. Okay. We use this also as a triggering mechanism, green below to get in, red above, red above. Rich said, you know, okay, if we close above, I like it. He noticed from the beginning, we close above and we retag, tends to be great. The needle bar, Rob developed these, and he started looking at these and said, Steve, when we jump the fence and the needle bar is above, we tend to go and go and go. And I said, I bet there's a trade in there somewhere. So that was his, I missed that one. That was his intent and his view there. You can see here we close above and we close below, but our needle bar didn't get south of the pink line. So we would not have been interested in this. We would have been interested in the market in accumulation. Okay. Here, new extreme, pivot retag on color with needle bar confirmation, right? So that would be a sell force. And we've got more. This is our favorite pattern. I marked that. Anytime we call, it's a local double bottom. Local double bottom. If this is on a green background, you don't even have to look at smart momentum. I've got it squeezed down. You can, but it's going to have a hook in it. The fact that it prints on a green background tells us all we need to know. Momentum has gone long. The market tried to reverse it and failed. Well, welcome to a great world of trading. You probably don't want to be on the short side of any of this because momentum is hooking. They're trying to take it down and can't, trying to take it down and can't, boom, boom, boom. And so now our reversal bars on color become incredibly powerful. Okay, here's one. I remember that. We had that marked in the room. Pivot retag. We broke below. We came back. This is an alternative entry that we have there. And then here we have just our strong Batman or pivot retag. This one didn't work very well, 5 or 6 points. But this trade, as you can see, tends to catch major bottoms and major tops. So we would be trading market turns with momentum very early on in the turn. Okay, that was the intent of that. So whether you just trade, we've got a new high and we test it on color. We've got other indicators that we look at this. We go down, we test it on color, up and down, up and down, up and down, just trading with the market all day. Or you qualify it like a lot of our members do. Steve, it has to be very, very good. Very, very good for me to get in. Oh, there's one I missed. We'll go ahead while I'm looking at it right there. Nice 5-point winner. Anyway, so that's the two new ideas that we're using. One, momentum from market turns. Here's a double bottom and away we go. And then we're also using structure reference. Once we take this out, We have a 95+% level of confidence that we're going to take this out as a minimum, which we did. So sometimes we get involved early in some pretty substantial moves for people that don't mind holding through the ebbs and flows of market. If you want to scalp your way up, we can do that too. That works as well. So let's see. I have that signal. Let me pull our trade markers over. Jump the fence, pivot retag. So let's look at this one and then we'll be through. 90, 76, 71. Ooh, let me go back. We compare apples to apples. If you'll notice in the beginning, we would go 4, 8, 20, 1 point, 2 point, 5 point. Not that we think you should trade that way. That's not what this is about. This is about, okay, I'm a super scalper, Steve. I want to get in and out. Okay, there you go. That'll work. All right, I hope for a couple of points. There you go. That'll work. You know, what's my maximum? If I take 1,000 of these, you know, where's my maximum profit? We can tell you that. You know, however you want to approach this. This trade, let's look, our expectancy, this 221 is the profit that's generated with each entry. Win, lose, or draw, it doesn't matter what the outcome of each individual entry was. That's an average of what happened. Yeah, we can actually, we use a smaller stop for the people that like to use a smaller stop. This is actually even profitable with a 7-tick stop. Now, let's talk about this. Again, that's a market entry signal. Okay, right here. We close below, we close above, our needle bar fires up, and we're ready to go. That may never work again. We're not saying this will happen in the future. You know, we're saying it happened in the past. That's all we're saying, is that this happened in the past. Again, this is a 5-day deal. You can see there was only 1 day that there was any drawdown at all, which pretty good. Now, I will show you this and then I'll quit. Because we're getting at market turns, you would expect, this is a 10-point signal with an 11-tick stop. Wait a minute. And that's true. That's absolutely, we're doing this in a room and people are just, you know, they'll get in, they'll get out for a point or two, and that's great. That's where they're comfortable, and that's what they should do. And then it keeps going and going and going. I go, holy smoke. So because we're trading a turn or a potential turn, we don't know the market's going to turn here. You know, we don't know. Nobody knows the future. We certainly don't know the future. What we know is that the past was like this. We know that. We also believe that the future is going to be more like the past and less like the past. These numbers exactly, absolutely not. I can almost guarantee you there will be no week that is exactly like this. It may be a little better. It may not quite be as good. That's not what we're trying to share with you, and not trying to promote anything. It's not what we're trying to share with you. What we're trying to share with you is this advantageous for a trader to take this idea, momentum's turning early, and trade a market turn with a highly reliable filter to get us on the right side of market movement? You could trade that reversal. You could say, okay, this is, we call this a spaceship. You see why? You could say, okay, I like this hook inside Smart Dynamic Zone here. This is so very powerful, both ways, up and down. Very, very powerful. You can see it again here, a little hooking action. This is just trapping people on the wrong side of the market, and then they're going to punish them. So just something else that we use in a room. So that'll be enough. If you're in the United States, enjoy your Labor Day break. Be safe. If you want, let me put this up while I'm closing. I am unable to do two things at once. Support at stock index trading room. You'll have to get a hold of me that way. Our website doesn't work, but we've got everything loaded for people that want to come and take advantage of this. Send me an email and we'll work through the process with you. We'll help you if you need more information about making a decision. We'll help you with that and then help you get started. And also, please, I would like for you to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you aren't. This will be posted there, and all of our update. You'll get a notice on our update. We don't have time. People go, I'm not sure I want to share my email. Don't worry, we don't have time to. We don't have time to do anything with that, and wouldn't anyway. But we are going to do some market mapping. Going to do a presentation, and I'm going to do the next video share will be totally different than anything you've ever seen from me or probably anybody. To be honest with you, it is super highly advanced. You will like it. If you are a serious trader, you will love it. And being subscribed to our YouTube channel will make sure you don't miss it. So Rob Mitchell, World Cup trading champion, has designed, developed, tested everything that we use. Reversals are 8, continuations are 4. So each reversal is a full point. And we've shown you a price action signal, the popsicle, in honor of Miss Lily Moss, and then Jump the Fence from Rich Raymond, and some confirmation in there. So anyway, on behalf of Rob and all the members of Stock Index Trading Room, I'm Steve. If you like what you see, man, come and join us, spend time with us. We'll make sure you develop and digest what it is that you want to work with, that you believe with, and use these powerful tools for your benefit. And we look forward to hearing your success stories and seeing you soon.